Good evening, everybody. It's Keith Shewchuk here once again, and I'm very fortunate to be sitting here with Mr. Leonard Toulejour. Leonard Toulejour is a local musician here in Loche who has been playing for many, many years, and I'd like him to have this opportunity to share his story. He's played in a band called the North Wind in the early 80s, and throughout the years he's transitioned into a gospel singer, and he's very well known around here in the north with his gospel music these days. So with that being said, Leonard, as you know, I've been interviewing a lot of musicians that were kind of before me, and I really, really want to thank you for sitting down and taking this time to maybe share your story. If we could first start out, I'd like to ask you what influenced you, maybe who started you, and how you got into music.
Well, theater had a guitar basis and his ego Shane Nicole, the late Albert Herman. I English guitars other. I YouTube when Alfred. I used to play all the time. Call it I was young, about 10, I got owned home. I want to pass on that color, seen the wall in la upside down. I see I do as a want I do witness eager. Say the cruise bag guitar now, new my die you or a shop. I use in 12 grade or some moose and the dealers self near our housing. I need the Hamadi. Targo Janola, the head generally with a year in Zuniama. Moose jaw weekend head gentinia, a bus gent but city as a head genia. What I do, the syndicate deal, Jenny did on self investor Singo, answer you the deal. Side, Hamad. And there's about drums of that lini, but that's the a very bony day, sunny day, the Buckley new, our new
Buckley Magra,
our new Judao,
Nipishi.
He always has Sunday days here. North Wind will Yali. Cool, don't get it, Clavas Changes, he will cool. No cause Senate there, no kind kid, but shan't all of the Jenny. Haida, we see you to don't need the air. What the real Yania cool that the still lady is see trouble, don't do, then that we knew. Dancing later, as I take and only. He is an aster who thoughts and either lot. In the Hanesh Joe. It's a thousand night deals higher, and it's that. I get a sewing the bus and either is and then it allow I think deal. First bus and either Frank Pishy, the late. See like a base as I still here. He all gets three till Relian and patch and nags and then bird side of Relian. Cool, regular than the still there. You then tutti a bellow the road, and so in and that's hard deal at you. A little only see the deep bass nail, just like always deal at you. Everything on about 15 years ago, that's all. The next old scene there, Philip. Dylan's in Nigasiani weeks at Jenny. I would have a weekday as a real auntie. I didn't know Connie the la Shanghai either the whole the gospel rose study the some book done you see home on guitar the ear. He too. So the big ear starting a prayer meeting with Ajani Aja. He thought the house neither have prayer meeting there. Fa like at 3 o'clock afternoon with 11 or something. Call it the near the religion of Hontier. You can't ask her to do another sing years at Tabaki Bonatni. I keyboard not very steady, doesn't have a Gorsha. A Yurko keyboard or is Aja. A board or is Ajo. Yeah, Stuart Herman. Such another Jalahu. A dish with Shiza. As was I, yeah. There's a senator that will not just wake who want to see her prayer meetings. So, for a couple of years, and out there, it didn't such asn't such a high yarn yet in it. I want to see Thunderback Arsaron. In the told me as a good old charge over man told by sight and it was Zigala. Had face under the had brought a sight into the PE or nurse around area. They were not neither. Nezo don't agasters in India, like I get Tanefang his ill, Taneva his India. Had they say easy, Dana, Sinila, but the hell either 1 week. See, I really asked the hell need it. That would do not a little. No need to need the other already a need dealer who it in there. Ority.
So you've traveled all these places with your gospel music and you've met all these wonderful people. Maybe you can mention some of the musicians that you were able to play with throughout the years. Maybe there's a few gospel musicians or singers that you want to mention.
Yeah, not either, yeah. Where Lawrence Joseph, it wasn't either like gospel music.
Lawrence Joseph? Okay, he's from Prince Albert. He's been around for many, many years, that guy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Manitoba, I can't do even a thing like.
You've also played with Carl Crane.
Yvonne
St. Germain.
Daryl Boots.
Daryl Boots McCollum. Oh, yes.
So was that, like from all over Alberta side.
So gospel music is really brings people together, doesn't it?
Nezo, gospel music, TV or mean that it's high or it's our shala. I mean, yet he hold, yet he the hello here, just like the Mexico yet he fini. Want all of the land there. Who then there to ask he that he less is a part. Don't we at he need the assault ola. San I at Duno, none gather il Nilu, no negather il Niola. What then it only need us to deal with, and not we at he got the Ithanu no Ithane. Quite a sudden it, you are sudden.
So when you were younger in your Northwind days, can you maybe mention some of the bands or musicians that were around back in those early 80s that you may have looked up to or heard of or maybe inspired you?
I could Freddie Moran. He got a word of his father at Joe. Johnny got her father or in what I let Harry to turn the lake. It's a bandage, senior. I eat. Yeah, just as an 8-year at you. Already. Northern Fire, don't us about number 1.
I agree. Good little history of the Loche, right?
Fred Diadu, to assassinate the orchestra, Orchestra, is this an 8-year?
Well, I noticed that through all the interviews I've done that Freddie Moran and the Northern Fire Band really had a good influence back in those late 70s, early 80s. I think they had a really big influence on a lot of the musicians here in this area. Would you agree?
Freddie was in the zone, it was neither. But I eat it really young. So, what I want the gospels and other channel. I thought that a talent on you. Like it didn't he helped me lots to Freddie gospel music buzz there. Song books and he's in Could do stroke at channels in the dagger one ready. At has a lot ile.
So the song that we jammed together, I noticed, was a song that they used to do in.
I Freddie beginner.
So he's a really big influence on a lot of the musicians here, right? Right. So, is there anything that you can think of that you'd like to add that you may have forgot that we could document here today? Anybody you might want to mention?
Like, just not get traveling the. Nobody were only like gospel singers. Nobody were not like traveling, but we real sound like gas money do that. Ko somebody had in the gospel. I mean, so now there gas money in 80 See what I like about it, Shantana, like different places you get to meet them, man. I guess in there, like you get to meet
music them. Brings people together in a good way. So, I really appreciate you sitting down with me today and sharing some of your story with us today, Leonard Toulejour. Before we sign off here, I just wanted to ask you to give some words of advice or maybe words of wisdom to any future musician or the youth out there or anybody that might want to get into music. What kind of message would you give them or words of advice?
Siere dura unis in Hollandse Christila Chanika Gospel. Chenle tonke tane koda stat chisati. I mean nezula but bel religion. Titan beti kuda binela ba. Chadi hunt ende Sanit a lot was seen. The Ashundo Dio then Godaze. Where la Loche Nov was chancellor the Hayaris, but a sniola. Babaka by Sloha. At can't have the gospel music. There's only.
Thank you so much, Leonard, for sitting down. Do you have any closing remarks or anything?
Merci,
Merci, Cho.
Thank you.